And to kick things off, Mary Kay Cabot predicts that Kenny Pickett will have the upper hand early in camp. Kenny Pickett still has a slight edge in terms of being number one on the depth chart.
Now, who's going to be behind him if anything goes wrong or when things start to go wrong? My guess is going to be the best person, most polished, with the most success behind him, and that would be 12. That's neither here nor there. The person that has the front running experience based on what he's done, his familiarity with the team and the offense.
Cleveland Browns reporters are calling it. Kenny Pickett will start as quarterback for the 2025 season. But former players and analysts like Shannon Sharpe and Ocho aren't convinced. In fact, they're downright skeptical. Sharpe and Ocho argue that this move could backfire big time. Ocho even predicts Joe Flacco will kick things off under center. But the real future of the position belongs to Shadur Sanders, the most polished and talented QB in the game. So, is Pickett really the answer? Or is Cleveland about to make a massive misstep? Let's break it down.
My guess is going to be the best person, most polished, with the most success behind him, and that would be 12. And that's Brother Sanders. No disrespect to Dylan Gabriel or Kenny Pickett. But if they were the answer, they've already had their time. They already had their chances to be starting quarterbacks in the league. You understand what I'm saying? Is something going to miraculously change with Kenny Pickett?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah. So I don't understand quarterback number one. I don't listen to any of that. That's all. I call that smoke and mirrors.
Ocho went on to say that he doesn't believe Dylan and Pickett have what it takes to be true starting quarterbacks in the NFL. They're just not at that level, he declared. Even with a miracle, he added, Kenny Pickett still wouldn't have the chance to prove himself as the long-term solution. The conversation quickly shifted to the real future of the position, Shadur Sanders. Ocho firmly believes Sanders is the next big thing. And shockingly, Shannon Sharpe agreed, stating that neither Pickett nor Dylan are the revelations Cleveland fans are hoping for. It's all about Sanders moving forward. Ocho didn't hold back, pointing out that Kenny Pickett had his chance to prove himself with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He had the opportunity to show he could lead that team, and he didn't get it done, Ocho said. He then raised a crucial point. How is it possible that Pickett, after struggling in Pittsburgh, is now suddenly the answer for a team like the Browns, who are in desperate need of a franchise quarterback? According to Ocho, that's not the solution. That's not the guy you build your future around, he argued, doubting that Pickett's time to shine has already passed. Shannon Sharpe, however, offered a slightly different perspective. While he acknowledged Shadur Sanders' talent, he pointed out that being a fifth-round pick might limit his immediate chances of becoming a starting QB. It's a tough road for a guy in that position, Sharpe said, but he was quick to add that he hopes Shadur gets a fair shot. He deserves that opportunity, Sharpe insisted. He even raised an important concern. If he doesn't start or if he only gets 1 or 2 reps in practice, how is he ever going to grab the attention of the coaching staff? He needs the chance to show what he's capable of.
I just hope Shadur gets a fair chance. It's hard. Speaking personally, Ocho, going into a situation where you're not a high draft pick and you're behind so many guys. Hell, I'm like the 6th or 7th receiver. I'm only going to get 1 or 2 plays, Ocho. How do I get your attention?
1 or 2, you make the most of it.
Ocho, on the other hand, wasn't backing down on his belief in Shadur Sanders. Shadur is not the type to shy away from competition, Ocho said confidently. Whenever he gets his chance, he's going to make a difference. He went on to emphasize Sanders' winning mentality, calling him a serial winner who has proven himself time and time again. The Browns better watch out, because Shadur is coming, and when he gets that shot, he's going to show everyone why he's the future, Ocho declared, doubling down on his belief that Sanders could be the game-changer Cleveland needs.
I know how the outcome is going to be based on what he can do when he touches the field. He's been a winner all his life, everywhere he's went. And that same attitude and discipline and the way of playing the game of football is going to carry over in Cleveland as well. And this is no disrespect to the other competitors.
Ocho continued, emphasizing that the challenges Shadur Sanders faces are nothing new to him. "This guy has been through adversity his whole life," Ocho said. "This is just another hurdle, and he'll get through it like he always does." He made it clear that Shadur thrives under pressure, something he believes will play to his advantage in Cleveland. Ocho also expressed a bit of optimism for the Browns and their fans. "I'm happy for the Browns as a team and for their fans," he said. "They've been waiting for a player like Shedeur, a leader, a winner, someone who can truly change the franchise." And it looks like Ocho's prediction is starting to gain traction, as fans are rallying behind Shadur Sanders more than ever. Across social media, Cleveland supporters are showing their unwavering support for the young quarterback, with many calling him the future of the franchise. Some fans have even gone so far as to criticize the other quarterbacks in the competition, with a growing number voicing their displeasure with Joe Flacco's presence on the roster. Flacco's time has passed, some fans are now saying, as the Shedeur hype continues to rise. It's clear, the Cleveland fan base is all in on Sanders, and they're ready to see him take the reins. Asante Samuel didn't mince words when it came to Joe Flacco, calling him out directly in a scathing critique. "Flacco knows his time is over," Samuel fired back, "yet he's still hanging around like a shadow, trying to cling to a starting job that isn't his to take." Samuel didn't stop there. He went as far as calling Flacco a robber without a face mask, accusing the veteran QB of trying to steal money from the Browns by living off his past accolades. "That Super Bowl MVP doesn't mean a thing now," Samuel argued. "He's essentially robbing the Browns by pretending he's still a great quarterback when his best years are long gone." Samuel's words reflect the growing frustration from fans and analysts alike, who believe it's time for Cleveland to move on from Flacco and look to the future, whether that's Shadur Sanders or someone else.
For the Cleveland Browns, this season is straight bugging at the age of 40 years old. Joe Flacco is robbing with no mask on, baby. That's the best way to get it in the NFL, baby. Hey, this is robbing without a mask on. He's
surprised right now. Oh, y'all about to be number one? Oh, I'm just...
Shedeur is clearly the better quarterback, and there's no way you can argue otherwise, Cowherd said, putting the final nail in the coffin for any debate about Pickett's future. According to Cowherd, Pickett just doesn't have the skill set or the leadership qualities that Sanders brings to the table. It's clear, the spotlight is now firmly on Shedeur, and the Browns' quarterback competition seems all but decided. The Cleveland Browns' quarterback situation has become a topic of intense debate. Kenny Pickett, initially named the starter, faces mounting criticism from analysts and former players alike. Ocho and Shannon Sharpe both expressed skepticism about Pickett's ability to lead the Browns, with Ocho calling him out for his lack of progress in Pittsburgh and Sharpe questioning his future potential. Instead, both analysts shifted their focus to Shadur Sanders, a quarterback they believe is the future. Ocho firmly believes that Sanders, with his winning mentality and resilience, will rise to the occasion when given the opportunity. Meanwhile, the fan base is backing Sanders more than ever, rallying behind him as the potential game-changer Cleveland desperately needs. The growing frustration with Joe Flacco is also evident, with Asante Samuel calling him out for attempting to hold on to a starting job long past his prime. Even Colin Cowherd joined in, boldly claiming that Shadur Sanders is a clear step ahead of Kenny Pickett. With the pressure mounting on Pickett and Flacco, the future of the Browns' quarterback position seems to be leaning towards Shadur Sanders, provided he gets the chance to prove it. Cleveland fans are ready for change, and it looks like the next great quarterback might just be Shadur Sanders. The audience's reaction to the Browns' quarterback drama has been nothing short of passionate. Fans are rallying heavily behind Shadur Sanders, with many believing he's the future of the franchise. Social media is buzzing with support, and a growing number of fans are calling for a shift away from both Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett, feeling that neither truly represents the next step for Cleveland. The general consensus among Browns supporters seems to be frustration with the veterans and an eagerness to see Sanders get his shot. Some even go as far as to criticize Flacco, calling him a relic of the past, while others argue that Pickett's time in Pittsburgh already showed he isn't the answer. The excitement for Sanders is palpable, with fans hopeful that, if given the opportunity, he'll be the one to lead the team back to success. It's clear. Cleveland is ready for change, and they believe Sanders could be the quarterback to take them there. What's your take, Browns fans? Is Kenny Pickett really the solution, or are we overlooking Shadur Sanders as the future of the franchise? With Joe Flacco on the roster, does he still have a role, or is it time to move on from the veteran? Are fans right to rally behind Sanders, or is the hype premature? Let us know where you stand. Who do you believe should be under center for the Browns in 2025?